So I finally bought myself a hack squat and leg press machine. This is the RitFit. So I thought I would do a quick video and talk a little bit about my thoughts on it from the assembly to the actual usage. Now, I'm gonna put a link in the description down below. So if you're interested, you can go check it out directly on Amazon by clicking that link. So let's get into it. So there's a few things. This is a 1,200 pound capacity. Now it's not as big as you'd find like at a commercial gym. Those are much, much, much more expensive. And usually you'll find at those commercial gyms, the machine will have 4 posts on it, right? You'll have 2 here and then 2 a little bit lower so you can put your weight plates on it. This has just 2 posts and it hangs sort of down below down there, but still 1,200 pound weight capacity. Now, a lot of that's gonna depend on the size of your weights. I've got some bumper plates on there, which tend to be a little bit fatter, but if you're using regular weights that are thinner, still heavy, you're gonna be able to put more weight on top of there. But what I like about this is that it is both a hack squat and leg press machine. You're able to switch back and forth by simply taking the backrest here. There's a small pin that pops out of the back of it. You'll take this off and then you'll put it down there. I'll show you that in a second, but first, I think what I'm gonna do is actually a couple of leg squat or hack squat exercises. Now, one of the things I'll mention with this is I'm a pretty big dude. I mean, I'm 6'3", 270-ish pounds. And for me, getting on any hack squat machine is difficult just because of my overall size. This one's nice because the footrest down there where my feet are at, that platform, is actually adjustable, so it gives me a little bit of play room there. But you can see I got on it just fine. So I'm gonna push up here, and you're gonna see, of course, as with any hack squat machine, the sides fold up and fold down. Now the safety is released, and we can start doing some hack squat type of workouts. Now, I will say that one of the things with this is it is a little bit noisy. Maybe that'll get better over time. It did come with some oil to oil up the rods that this is running up and down, but that's what you're hearing is it's just rolling up and down the rods right there. But I can get deep on this just the way that, and again, me being a big guy, it's still big enough, even on the platform, I can put my feet pretty far apart just like I like, and get way down low and push up. So the hack squat, it's a very smooth movement, even though it is kind of loud. Now let's switch it over and do a couple of leg presses. Again, take out the pin, remove this, and then we're just going to simply put it through here and attach it right there. So now we've got our backrest. And one other thing to mention is, like I said, this whole backrest is completely adjustable. So if I wanted to do it at a more 90-degree angle, I can do that. But for me, for these types of exercises, I prefer to go at more of a relaxed angle, something like this. You can see I've got my seat cushion there. And then here, what we're going to do is pull this platform up. There it is. We're just going to pull the pin, push that up, and now we have a flat. This is also adjustable as well. If for some reason you wanted to change that angle, you can do that. I'm going to go at probably, you know what, I'm actually gonna go at this angle right here. Let's jump on, just like you would any other leg press machine. And then, just as you normally would, do your leg presses. I also like doing calf workouts with these as well. Really get a nice workout. And because that platform is adjustable, this one's adjustable, I can really angle it pretty much however I need to in order to make sure that it's a comfortable and still challenging workout. Now, from a construction standpoint, this is a pretty big machine. I mean, if you want to move big weight, you kind of have to have a bigger machine. So keep that in mind that the footprint is rather large because of the type of machine it is. That's just common with all hack squat and leg press machines. It is entirely metal. The whole thing is metal. I don't think there was anything plastic on it except maybe the cushions are foam and some sort of a nice leather and maybe like the handles here. But the actual construction of the frame itself, all metal. And I will say, from an assembly standpoint, I was a little bit nervous about it because it came in so many boxes, like 3 or 4 boxes. But they had all of the nuts and bolts laid out by step. So when you were doing step 1 of the assembly and the instruction booklet, it had its own set of bolts and nuts and everything packaged, so you knew exactly what you were supposed to use with every step. And look, I've done a lot of different types of assembly of home gym equipment. I was so happy to see that. It made the whole thing easy. Now, I did this myself. You should really have 2 people to do this. It's just gonna be a lot easier, and some of it's kind of heavy, so I definitely recommend doing it with somebody else. Now, no piece of home gym workout equipment is perfect, so what would I change about this? A couple of things. One is it doesn't have any way to move it, like any sort of wheels, so you can like lift one side of it and scoot it around. It's kind of heavy and I need to move this, so I wish there was some way to like scoot it across the floor easier than basically dragging it. I also wish, because I am a pretty big guy, I wish that the platforms were just a little bit bigger for my size. Again, 6'3", 270 pounds. So I wish that this one was a little bit wider for my feet and vice versa. This one down here was wider for my feet as well, just because I have a pretty wide stance. Other than that, I love this machine. So if you're in the same boat as me and you want to grow some tree trunks, check out the leg press and hack squat machine by RitFit.